Growing hostility from North Korea. Kim Jong-un vowing to unleash what he calls the toughest anti-American policies ahead of President Trump's second term. Let's bring in General Jack Keane. My pleasure, sir. It's great to be with you. We appreciate your insights all year long. And here we are on the cusp of a new year and a second Trump administration. I have to say, you know, President Trump had this kind of a romance going with Kim Jong-un for a while, the first U.S. president to step into North Korea. You know, they talked about the love letters and their relationship, and, you know, is the romance over already before it's yet to begin again?
Well, it ended in 2019 when President Trump walked out of the negotiations that were taking place in Hanoi. And then it was as a result of those negotiations that the Trump administration realized that President Jong-un was all talk. He was not going to walk away from his nuclear program. And as a result of that, you know, we pretty much broke off any thought that some nuclear deal was going to be made. Yeah, I mean, when President Trump took power, Jun was testing, if you recall, ballistic short-range missiles, some long-range missiles, and then developed, as you indicated, a very conciliatory tone. This time he has a confrontational tone. I think he recognizes that he's competing with a war in Ukraine, a war in the Middle East, and China's aggression in the Pacific. He's competing for attention, and likely that's what he's trying to get here. And what is he really after? He wants to be accepted as a nuclear power, as the other nuclear powers in the world are accepted by the international community. And then he wants normal trade relations and removal of the sanctions, even though he gets around the UN sanctions because Russia and China help him out in terms of backdooring those sanctions. He really wants normal economic relations. That's what he is attempting to achieve in the face of what? In the face of two aggressive South Korean administrations that have really increased their military capability and worked much stronger with the United States in terms of an exercise program, and also in the face of regional confrontation with Japan, South Korea, and the United States coming together in an historic relationship, particularly bringing South Korea and Japan together.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons for that is certainly China, but the other reason is North Korea. So that's what he's facing out there. He's facing more confrontation, more isolation, and he's trying to change the table here in terms of relationships with the United States.
Yeah, this tone he's taking, also he's North Korea aligning themselves with Russia, helping out with the war in Ukraine. Is this a major concern?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the reality of it doesn't get the play that it should get. North Korea has come in and declared war against Ukraine on the side of Russia, much as Italy did on the side of Germany during World War II. So we have two powers aligned together to defeat Ukraine, an independent country. And that is major. That is the most significant escalation of the war, not a weapon system, another country fighting side by side with Russia. And not only that, but they provide them with significant ballistic missiles, significant artillery ammunition, and artillery weapons themselves. So they are a major aid to Russia in its attempt to try to defeat Ukraine. And that relationship is going to continue.
Yeah, and concerns about the reciprocal nature potentially down the road of enhancing North Korea's abilities as well. General Jack Keane, thank you so much. Always appreciate your analysis, and Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Molly, and the team there. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.